first things first, bro, I gotta give it up to y'all, bro. Like, y'all went crazy on that last video. I did not expect that video to do as well as it did. But when I put out a video, bro, I be expecting like 100, you know what I'm saying? Even when 100, I'm cool with it. But 12K in a matter of a few days, I'm grateful, man. Y'all went crazy. I appreciate y'all. I just gotta come on here and just show my appreciation. So once again, thank y'all. And with this video, man, we're gonna get straight to the point. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's not gonna be a typical album review, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into all the details. I'm gonna avoid some of my displeasures. We're gonna talk about some good things about it. We got Ski Mask Slump God dropping his highly anticipated album, 5 years in the making. If you was a big fan of the whole SoundCloud era, you know how important this is. We all been waiting for it. We got it. It came out, I think, June 7th. The title of the album, The 11th Dimension, got 21 tracks, 47 minutes of playtime. And like I said, 5 years in the making, and rightfully so. We understand, you know, professionally and personally, Ski Mask was going through a lot. But now with a full-length album, I really feel like I can sink my teeth into this a little more. I think the track list is very strong in terms of energy, and it doesn't feel unrecognizable. Like, it is Ski Mask Slump God on this album. And I say that just from a surface, at face value type of approach here. But for me, after such a great start to this whole thing, I do think the energy just plummets. It dies down pretty quickly for me. Now, the thing that really kills this album for me is Ski Mask singing. And I'm gonna just put it bluntly as that. Like, the songs, I like the idea. I like the concept of the songs and, you know, how it's structured and whatever. But like, Ski Mask Slump God, he cannot sing, bro. Like, I don't understand why he keeps exploring that. I'm pretty sure it's very easy to tap into because, you know, it's such pure emotion, I guess, that comes from it. But sonically, it's still not a very good performance. Like, I will say the auto-tune is better. It makes it a little bit more believable. I remember the first go around when he tried to sing on that one song from his first album. It was okay. The auto-tune wasn't all there. But this time, you know, the auto-tune improved. So I guess you can say he improved to make it somewhat work. But at the same time, like, I just feel like Ski Mask Slump God, when it comes to his voice, is just super dry and unmotivated. And honestly, it gets worse. Like, the last track on the album, you don't just get one bad performance. You get two. You get two artists on one song that just don't sound good. Like, their singing voice don't sound good at all. Like, and I can tell they work very hard on auto-tune to make it as good as possible, but it's just like, nah, bro. These two songs should have been cut, honestly. Or maybe they should have been reference tracks. That's what these songs kind of sound like to me. And as for the SoundCloud era that I mentioned before, like, I feel like stuff like that was really one of the weak spots when it comes to those artists that came from that generation or whatnot. Like, we can't look at the SoundCloud era with just rose tinted glasses. It was just a lot of artists that came from that time that saying because they heard one song and they feel like they can do the same thing, it never comes off any good, like, ever.
You might be in last place because you running somebody else's race, bro. Play to your fucking strengths. Okay.
But back to this album, like I said, pretty consistent tracks. Wasn't really blowing my mind in a sense. It was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We kind of got hints of this with, you know, some of the singles that he would drop, like Shibuya. But this was the killer, bro. That interlude featuring XXXTentacion, which really wasn't a feature. It feels like we going backwards when we doing stuff like this. I mean, even the fans, like, we're much older now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, I don't want to seem too insensitive. I'm pretty sure that interlude was more of a personal thing. I'm a fan on the outside looking in. I just think the use of the contents could have been better. Like, if it was an interlude, sure, but why on paper it has to say featuring X when obviously it's just a voice memo of just him? It's not even a song, it's an interlude. So it's just things like that just kind of throws me off a bit. I think it would have been cool if Ski Mask would have did the same thing that he did on that song Carbonated Water a few years back, where he take X's vocals and made a sample out of it into a beat. Like, if he would have done a string of those for like a single or like, you know, for a project or whatever, like, that would have been dope. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a better usage of, you know, the rest of the content that we have of X. And plus, like, he has enough viral clips and videos and voice memos or whatever to go around. Like, you can really just pick one, sample it, chop it up, and just rap over it. I think that would have been tight. But instead, we got the same thing that other artists done over and over and over again with his name is just like, I don't know, it's just really lame to me now. Bro, the bait of that the bait of that track was so like crazy. I remember that night when it dropped. I think that interlude was like his top song for like that night. You know what I'm saying? Like literally people probably rushed to that track to see if it was an actual song. I guess you gotta make your money. But yeah, like that pretty much killed the momentum of the album for me. Like I didn't really care too much for the Juice WRLD song after that. It just felt like every other album that I would hear like after X's passing, like unfinished, unpolished, you know what I'm saying? Anything they can find bottom of the barrel voice memo or recording of X that they would just slap on the track. It's just like, it is old, bro. It's just 2024. I thought the track Let It Breathe was pretty interesting. I hardly ever hear Ski Mask kind of go at this little, you know, snail's pace rap type of flow. Like maybe that's something he can explore there, just kind of get more integral with his raps. I mean, even saying that's kind of crazy because like the way the nigga rap is the definition of intricate, like, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, if it was just the other tracks, I think the album been pretty consistent, not terrible but not great, just kind of middle of the road. But I do like the start of this album and kind of took off from there. The middle and the end was kind of muddy. Y'all let me know down in the comments how y'all feel about this album. I appreciate y'all for coming back, watching me, checking this out, man. If you like the video, subscribe if you're new. Roll to 1,000 subscribers. We on our way there, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.